and Laura doing some dumpsters. Happy Thanksgiving. I shot a deer. I've never been hunting before, and I shot my first deer. On the very last sit, it was so exciting. Mr. Life's Apprentice might put the video in this one of us walking through the woods and dragging it out, but that's for a whole nother talk. Today, on a Monday, we have a lot to do. We already set a dumpster, we already picked one up and dumped it, took that to the yard, and then we traveled almost an hour to go pick up a dumpster that we've been scared of since we set it. It was set in the front yard of this gentleman's home, aka mud. No grass, right?
Right.
I mean, there might have been like 10 little pieces of grass, but otherwise no grass. And now we are attempting to get it to the dump. And I say that because she's heavy. She might be our heaviest load. The heaviest load is 11,000 pounds. We might be at that or just over. So we are taking all back roads to get to the dump because the highway that connects where we need to go and where we went is completely under construction. And I just felt like, oh, should we pop a tire or break down on a construction highway? No, not feeling it. So we're trying to get to the dump. We will get there. We'll get this sucker dumped and we will let you know how much this thing weighs. So stay tuned.
Laura, how heavy was that dumpster?
Heavy. So
turn left onto West
getting
Scott
that
Street.
dumpster out in Sheboygan was actually a lot easier than setting it, but they had taken out bushes all along their driveway, which helped tremendously because when I set that dumpster, I could not see a thing. I couldn't see a thing because this whole side of the truck, I was flat up against bushes and I could not see where I was going. So when we went to go pick it up, the bushes were gone. It actually came out fairly easy until we got it on the trailer and we saw all 4 tires on the trailer bowing. And then it was sketch. So I decided we are not taking the highway, you know, that's all under construction back. And we're going to take back roads.
Straight onto East Scott Street.
It only added about 7 hours to our time, but it did take us about an hour and a half to get to 7 minutes. Not 7 hours. It added 7 minutes to our time. It only took us about an hour and a half to get to the dump versus like an hour and 20 minutes. But we got it to the dump, dumped it, and about half came out. So you know what that means. I pulled forward, I slammed on the brakes, pulling back. I pulled forward, pulled back, slammed on the brakes, pulled forward. I did it about 17 times, guys, and it was not coming out.
Straight onto East Scott Street.
So, Mrs. Wife's Apprentice and I took shovels to the shingles that were frozen to the bottom of the dumpster. It didn't do anything. So, right now we have that dumpster sitting at the yard in the sun, hopefully cooking it a little bit to try to get it to thaw out. We will show you guys the issue when we get back to the yard.
In a quarter mile,
So you can
slight
see
right to stay on East Scott Street.
how awesome a frozen dumpster is. And that was only about one of 3 frozen dumpsters today. So stay tuned, we got some more to do. Let's go.
Well, it's kind of bright in here, but as you can see, all of this in here frozen. It's probably not now, but we don't have anywhere to take it or anything to do with it right now. This dumpster was about 9,400 pounds and just a mess. Pretty much just a shit show. However, we have another one, I think over here. All of this was frozen. However, it doesn't look frozen now, but all that was frozen. This one did pretty good. That one's empty. The shingles really seem to stick on there, and they're really, really hard to get out. So if at any point we have a full dumpster and they're all frozen, we're just gonna have to start letting them sit. And hopefully we have other dumpsters that we can sell in the meantime. If you guys happen to know or have a trick to all you guys out there doing dumpsters right now, what do you do with your frozen dumpsters? Do you have a trick? Do you spray them with something? Paint them with something? Obviously we cannot use salt, normal salt that we would use. It will just corrode the bottom of our dumpsters, and we don't want to do that. So if you have an idea or you use something that works, let us know. It's kind of a shit show otherwise. And we don't like spending a half an hour at the dump just trying to get stuff out of there. It's not fun. And then the guys, well, not all of them, but there's a couple of them who get mad because you're in there for too long trying to get stuff dug out of there. We're kind of sick and tired of it, and it's just begun. So if you have any ideas, let us know. If you're watching, make sure you're subscribing, like our videos, we keep making them, and hit that notification bell so you know when we post. But we got a few more yet to do. Pickups, we got to take the little 10-yard yet today and drop that off at an apartment building, and we'll see how it goes.
This is what not to do.
This is ridiculous. We tell them not to stick it out the front because we can't get our tarper on. So then this time they overloaded the dumpster and they got even more sticking out the back. This is not going to be fun, to say the least. We're going to try, and if we fail, Miss Laura is going to have a phone call to make. Well, you can see our tarp job, or lack thereof. We have it bungeed everywhere. Just about everywhere. She's worried about this guy right here. So she's going to leave him behind. She says no. It's not very often that we tarp these back here, but I figured this would at least pull the tarp back and hold it down. So, well, wish us luck.